All right, let's bring in Hugh Hewitt, a Fox News contributor and host of the Hugh Hewitt Show. Hugh, welcome to you. So what do you think about that? Bernie Sanders bringing a lot of attention to these socialist candidates.
Well, the old socialist from Vermont has been working a long time for a run like this, Sandra, and good afternoon to you. It looks like you're having fun down there on the mall. They're on a run. Graham Plattner is a self-described communist. He got the Senate nomination in Maine. They won the 3 in New York City on Tuesday night. They won Mr. Hamawi in New Jersey a month before. Those are 4 hardcore, hard-left socialists verging on communists. Now, tomorrow night in Denver, they got Milot Kiros running in Diane DeGette. DeGette's been there for 30 years, sort of a mainstream liberal Democrat. But the new lady, the 29-year-old, wants very much to be in the Mamdani range. Then we'll have Peggy Flanagan in Minnesota and possibly El Sayed in Michigan, 2 more radicals. So a lot of the normal Democrats, I'll just call them the Democrats with whom I've been living and working for 30 years, they're freaked out because their party is heading over the cliff. And the last time they had party control with the left in charge was President Obama, 2009 to 2010. They got Obamacare. That's a nightmare. It doesn't work. It's broken American health care. Now, that guy that we see on the screen, Mr. Mamdani, he promised 5 grocery stores and free buses. Neither of those have happened. He can't get anything done, but he talks a great game. He's got a great social media presence, and he'll jump into a pool with his suit on. That's fun. But fun doesn't turn into good policy. So if tomorrow night it turns out that DeGette loses, Bernie's run streak will continue and AOC stock for 2028 goes up. But in terms of them delivering anything, they haven't delivered a thing yet. I don't think they're going to deliver anything because the United States is a center-right country. We're not red. We're red Republican states, but we're not red as in Leninist red. And so we're going to see this string play out, and Bernie can have his rallies. But I just don't think the country's going to follow Zoran Mamdani anywhere.
Well, here's what they're saying inside the party. Chris Murphy on the rise of socialist candidates. Listen.
I think that it's actually a sign of a party that is alive and growing when there's a contest of ideas inside the party. I think every Democratic candidate that is running, including the ones in New York, is that they are standing up to protect American democracy.
So how about that, Hugh? The Democrat senator says this is a sign of life in the Democrat Party that they've got socialist candidates.
Oh, the ideas that they're putting forward. Ms. Valdez, who won the nomination for a Democratic seat in Manhattan last weekend, she wants to nationalize the airlines. All right, run with that. Americans are not going to want their airline service to get worse than it is. They want to run enormous deficits that will drive up inflation. People haven't forgotten the Biden inflation. They haven't forgotten anything about the Biden years, or for that matter, the Obama years. So they're hoping for a collective amnesia, sort of like the neuralizer that was used in the Men in Black. They cannot possibly persuade America to go that far to the left. And they can make it happen in Manhattan, maybe in Denver tomorrow, maybe in Michigan, but it's not going to work across the country.
Well, I'll finish off with this. Bill de Blasio with an interesting interview earlier today on the Fox News channel. He said this about the future of his party.
If Democrats present an honest vision of change, they're going to win. If they seem like they're okay with the way things are and they're just elitists hanging out at cocktail parties, they're going to lose. So these new candidates, many of them young, many of them insurgent, actually represent hope for this party.
All right, I'll give you a final thought on that, Hugh.
Yeah, Bill de Blasio ran for president in 2020 on that campaign. It got him nowhere because nobody wants to hear from him except nice people at Fox that will let him have another at-bat. Mamdani is sort of like de Blasio, absent the experience and the intellect.
Hugh, appreciate it. Appreciate the baseball reference as well, because, you know, I've been going to a lot of baseball games. Hugh, thank you so much. Good to have you.
You bet, Sandra. Thank you.
All right, John?
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.